to the function, everybody, with your hosts Elliott and Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim, is that where you're going with today? Is that how you're feeling?
Yeah.
You need to walk with a crutch for your I was gonna say broken nose. That's me. With your nose that you're blowing all the time. But
Did Tiny Tim have a crutch?
yeah.
Oh,
He had like fucking polio or whatever.
Is that why he sounded like
drop
that?
in the comments below what Tiny Tim had, whatever disease it was.
Yeah. Sorry, I sound super nasally today. So
He has AIDS.
you're just gonna have to deal with it.
I want to give a big shout out for this episode today for Cozy Studios and Cozy Feets. Shout out Cozy Studios too, but
both.
Cozy Feets. My friend Chloe got me these kicks for a really great deal. Also, they were like 3 weeks late from the post office, and she helped me deal with that, which was really great. But I have the shoes now. They're awesome. Go check them out on Instagram. I'll link them below. But they're the best place to go to get sneakers.
So fuck the post office?
I mean, I guess, but I mean, I don't know. I just had I've had a lot of packages come late recently, and I guess that's their fault. But I mean,
Yeah, fuck the post office.
My biggest thing with this, I don't know if you feel the same, is if you don't I'm okay if it comes late if you update the tracking info.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
100%.
They were just like,
I want to know where it is and why
it was like
late.
January 13th in transit, arriving late, and it came in yesterday, which is the 25th, I think was the date. Oh yeah, because it's the 26th. RIP the Mamba.
Oh yeah, rest in peace.
But yeah,
1
so
year
it was
ago.
like for an entire week, it was just. Are you're having a lot of fun with that?
No, I'm just trying to get it to stop. Well, whatever. I'm gonna hold.
Why don't you flip it around?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Cool.
Oh, I meant like completely spin it around. I'm keeping this in. I think this
All
would
right,
be
cool.
funny. Yours not been? Why can mine do? Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Okay. Not very smart time.
Is that
for
better?
us. Yep, it's exactly how it was, but I'm just gonna hold it.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
anyway,
bend it like that.
no, I'm done.
Cool.
I'm happy with it.
Welcome back to the function. That was
That was a little
our
segment we like to call us being dumb.
Oh, I was gonna say I'd like to thank our sponsors, these arms. I don't know who they are, but also I don't know if that would have been like the perfect brand deal. But have you watched the Joe Rogan podcast since he's been in his new studio?
No.
Literally staring in your face is whenever the camera's on the guest, just giant letters on the like mic arm is just the name of the company that makes it. And I was like, this is the amount of eyeballs that are on this, they must have paid him because
have to.
There's no way that's just free branding right there.
Yeah, that's.
If not,
right.
that's just smart if they just gave him free stuff.
Yeah, yeah, true. Maybe Joe just really likes it.
Maybe. I mean, my thought is like if we get an actual like studio setup and we get new mic arms, I'm like, I know a brand. It's those. I don't remember what it is, but
yeah,
that's it. But
look it up.
anyway, what do you want to? Oh,
I want to talk about. I want to talk about the fight a little bit. I haven't really seen you since the fight.
pain.
So much pain.
That was a rough night
That
for
was
other
a rough
reasons. Other reasons. I had a little. Before we jump into that, it led into a not fun mental episode on Sunday that has now been resolved for the most part.
That's good.
But I've learned since then that running is all mental.
What do you mean?
I haven't run in fucking months. I mean, I know I still have like you can probably get away with this too because you've run enough in your career that you like can do it. But I mean, I also just have a runner's body, so
Yeah.
that like even though it still sucks, I can get back into running easier than
Yeah.
most people.
Yeah.
So on Sunday, I was like, fuck this, get out of my head. Let's go on a run the lakes. And I didn't know I was going to do that good. And then I checked my time and I averaged 7.5 minute mile for 4 miles. And I haven't run in months. So I think that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive. My mile time, when I did long distance in high school, it was like 9 or 10 minutes. It was so bad. Remember we did cross country or I did cross country with you for like 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did it.
horrible.
I think my record mile time for 1 mile was
My 1 mile was much faster.
Yeah, well, yeah, you were
Not
faster
my-
at shorter
Yeah,
distance.
my
I think
long distance was not good.
I want to say I was like 5 minutes 20 seconds was the fastest mile I've ever run.
I don't remember my mile time.
But oh well. Anyway, that was it. And then the segment I had with that was your shame exercise group. I don't know if you want to talk about that.
Yeah. Well, it's been going. It's been going. I'll explain it a little bit how we came to this. On Thursday, right? I think it was Thursday. We were like, we need to get back into exercising because
Burn off all the drinking weight,
well, yeah. And
which is really it.
yeah, basically me and Connor and Lily and Rachel were talking, and we are like, man, we need to just like have some way to motivate ourselves. And I'm like, what if we just do a group chat where we just shame each other if we don't work out? So every morning you have to send a picture of yourself.
I thought it was just at some point in the day.
At some point, yeah.
Because not everyone works out in the morning.
Right. So you have to send a picture of yourself working out. It doesn't have to be super verifiable, but just, of like weights or something. And you get your point for the week, and essentially you have to have 4,
Points
sessions,
at
4
some
points,
point in the week.
essentially, during the week to not be shamed. And if you miss a day, you're shamed.
Okay.
And Chase got at it, and he decided, because he's the biggest and always works out, that if you don't hit 4 in a week, you have to send $1 to everyone else in the group. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Hey, as
Like,
the
you
more
work at a
people-
gym. I'm like, first of all, you work at a gym. So
I guess
this
that's
is
not-
fucked up.
Yeah, that is pretty fucked up. But I guess the other thing is you'll get more motivated the more people you add to the group, because then you have to send more
True.
money.
And more shame.
Yeah, and more shame. Yeah.
People shaming you.
No, I thought that was really funny. I've heard of stuff like this, but like I've never.
I think
It's never been executed.
Yeah, it's really helping me because I woke up this morning at 7:30. If I didn't know that people were going to shame me for not going work out, I would have just slept until this,
I think the other thing for you is that if you get enough people to do it, then it becomes a thing, and your FOMO is chronic.
100%.
You would
100%.
You were then just like, fuck, I don't want to miss out. So I
Yeah.
guess I gotta go work out.
That's true. Make it
First
make
of
it a FOMO thing.
That's how you should do. That's how you should trick your brain
Yeah.
into living your life.
Yeah.
It's like anything healthy, you need to be like, well, fuck, if everyone's doing it, I
Yeah.
need to do it.
Exactly. I'm the pinnacle of peer pressured, I'm the one that everyone's pressuring. If someone were to be like in high school, just be like, do some heroin, I'd be like, if
Dude,
everyone else is doing it.
Dude, they would pressure you to learn civil engineering to build a bridge so you could jump off of it because everyone's doing it.
Everyone's building bridges.
So then
to
if your
jump
mom
off
was like, if everyone jumped off a bridge, would you do it? Be like, yeah, Mom, I built the bridge. That was where I was going with that.
I gotcha. I think that's true. I'm just gonna start eating. As long as I get everyone else to start eating healthy too, I'll just start eating healthy.
Yeah, no, I think that I've learned to love the pain of working out, and that's why it's easier now.
Yeah, no, I like working
It's like
out.
whenever you commit to it and you're just like, oh, this isn't bad.
Yeah,
Then it becomes easier and more manageable.
I like working out. It was so easy for me freshman year because I was in the dorms. The only thing I don't like about working out is how long the entire process is. So freshman year it was easy because I would wake up
Because you had unlimited time.
well, no, not at all. I had a lot of classes.
It was a joke.
But really, I had a lot more time because I'd wake up at early in the morning, 6:37, go work out at the UREC, which was literally a walk down the road or a jog if I wanted to. It's a 5-minute walk, and then work out, and then go back to my dorm. And no, I wouldn't even go to my dorm. I would go eat. I don't even have to cook food. I'd go to the cafeteria, get an entire meal, eat that, and then go back to my room. That whole process, that cuts down all of the driving and cooking and all that.
Yeah.
The entire process took, an hour 10. Whenever I moved out and we're at Loyola, to go to the UREC and do all that, come back and cook, the entire process and shower and everything was like a 3-hour process. Not really, but maybe 2.5. Because there's so much more just
That's why I
extra
stopped
waste of
showering at our house and I started
Yeah.
showering here, is because I was like, I work here every morning before either I stay here all day and
Yeah.
work or I before I go to my job.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have a shower here. I'll just bring my stuff. And if I'm already coming here, why would I go home and then go back here?
Right.
So I just, yeah.
Well, the thing was, I was like, it's a lot easier to work out whenever working out is closer and it takes less time. So I finally went and bought a bunch of weights yesterday and have a weight bench now. So now it's like, and the pull-up bar. So it's like I have enough stuff at the house where it's like I can just use the house as a gym, and that cuts the time to 50 minutes.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's like I just got up, and by 8:50 I was done with the entire thing.
My thing that helped was my brother is fucking jacked, and he was finally just like, dude, let me train you. And I was like, okay, I'm fine.
Okay.
And first off, I love seeing that we do the same thing, except he does twice the amount of weight that I do. That's always fun to see.
Yeah.
But so far it's good. It's been 2 weeks in.
Are you huge yet? Oh my god.
Yeah. It's hard to tell from the way I normally sit, but whenever I do this, you can see I'm fucking huge.
Jacked.
No,
so
but
wide.
I feel it. I mean, today I also made a good thought today that I was just like, I'm moving like an old man because I'm sore everywhere.
Dude, I know.
But I was like, hey, do this now so you can feel this way now and not permanently feel this way at 50.
True.
So I was like, okay, this might be worth it.
You know what I've realized? I make a noise when I stand up unironically now. Like I'm like, ugh. Every time I stand up, I'm like, ugh. And like when I sit down, I'm like, ah. Every single time.
The
I'm like,
dad
I
noises
am
are
so
coming.
old. So yeah, that's kind of the sign that I need to start doing something healthy.
No,
I just have I wake up with back pain so much too. But I think that's more a cause of like stress and like, just being
I think for me, it's
sleeping poorly.
I think it's for me. I need to flip my mattress.
I think I need a new mattress.
Oh, I would like a new mattress, but I don't
That
want
is
to spend the money on a new mattress. So
Yeah,
I'm
me
going
neither.
to flip my mattress.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fair.
But yes, back to the fight. So
Oh yeah, the fight.
Yeah, I was very confident that McGregor was.
I
gonna win.
was too, actually.
Well, okay, so McGregor knocked the last time he fought Poirier, he knocked him out a minute and 40 seconds into the first round.
Jesus.
The last fight McGregor did, he knocked Cowboy out in 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And the other thing is I thought he'd get winded easily because almost every fucking fight that Poirier has had so many wins due to decision.
Huh.
So like I was like, okay, if they both finish and the judges have to decide who wins, I was like, that's not how McGregor fights. Also, McGregor has never, that was the first time he has ever been knocked out. It has always been due to submission.
Right.
So I was fairly confident that he would do this, especially because Conor's fought in multiple weight classes. He's got like 3 fucking belts in 3 different weight classes.
Yeah.
And he is very good at, hey, I can go a year without fighting. And then come back and still destroy. I didn't take into account that because of his age and because he doesn't have the hunger that he used to, he probably needs to fight more often because
Well, he said in his post game. Nobody was listening to the post game interview.
No, because I fucking went outside because I was afraid that everyone was gonna mob and make fun of me because I lost.
No, everyone was just going, "What is he saying? What is he saying?" I'm like, I'm trying to listen to what he's saying. Everyone's just yelling because he has an accent, and everyone's like, "Oh, I can't understand." I'm like, I can. Everyone can if you pay attention a little bit. Anyway, what he said was, he's like, "I'm not in the ring enough. I don't have as many recent experiences as Poirier. So like,
Poirier fought Hooker a month ago.
Okay.
He literally had a fight a month ago against the guy who fought the fight before them.
Right. So, he was just basically saying like, yeah, I haven't been in the ring a little bit. Here was the thing that I thought about the fight. I thought McGregor was not. I don't know shit about UFC. This is just
Neither do I.
Just as a forewarning.
Think
our
about
UFC
it as
listeners.
sports, which it is, and we don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know shit about UFC, but the good thing is nobody knows shit about UFC except for like
Joe Rogan. Rogan.
There's some people
It's
who
Joe
do,
Rogan.
but nobody I know knows shit about UFC.
My brother
so I can
talks
really
about
just
it.
say whatever
Sorry,
I want.
Joe, but like you don't know as much as you pretend like you do.
But I mean, some people like are really into it, but nobody I know is super into it. More into it than I guess like
No one knows like moves and fighting styles.
Yeah.
They're like,
So,
I can see what's happening, and I know history of fights,
Right.
but I don't know what's going on.
So I can kind of just say whatever I want. But from what I saw, I thought McGregor was kind of kicking his ass in the beginning for like most of the fight. Kind of like had control of the whole fight.
He looked way less winded than Dustin did.
Yeah, he looked like he had control. Like he looked.
That's why
very
it
composed.
blew my mind. Is that it just something switched.
No, I don't think anything switched. I think he got
Oh, he fucked his leg. That's what it was.
his leg was fucked.
He fucked his leg.
But I think he had one good hit, and then it came down to boxing, and then he had a couple other kind of lucky hits, and I think that was just it. It was like a few lucky hits, and that was the whole fight.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's true. Maybe he was just outclassed, and the leg was really I don't know. But from what it looked like to me, I felt like he was gonna win that if he hadn't had a couple lucky strikes.
Yeah. I don't know. I agree because I mean that was my.
Just a little update. My left nostril is now clear. Yeah, that's huge.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Liquid. No, I'm just kidding.
Mucinex.
Everyone's getting Liquid IV sponsors. We get
Yeah.
Mucinex. We get fucking Claritin MD or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Wait, Liquid IV is like sponsoring podcasts and stuff?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
They sponsor the TMG podcast.
Oh, I don't.
Oh.
I watched it on Patreon, so.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Colin's got money.
Also, I haven't watched it in like a long time.
So yeah, that happened. So I had 4 bets, and it was McGregor
It's
money
tough.
line, McGregor winning by TKO or submission. I bet the under, and then just for the fuck of it, I was like, let's bet McGregor winning in the 5th round.
Yeah.
Which, first off, the under hit, so that was good. I didn't win. I didn't lose all of my bets, but I had a 25% success rate from Saturday.
That's not terrible. Better
Yeah.
than Connor.
What?
Better than Connor usually on most weekends.
Yeah, well, that's true because Connor has gone like 1-7.
Yeah. Or like it was
On
like
one
2-9
night.
on the weekend, I think.
But yeah, I mean, mainly I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but like I was like, okay, let's hit it in the 5th round, and I'll be covered because the odds on that were plus 2,800. So
It's pretty specific,
so yeah, no, I know. Well, I mean, they have bets get super specific, but that's why the odds are so much higher, is because it's a lot harder to predict.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I knew I was fucked because Connor made a good point about the last bet I won, and it's why I won, is that you need to get out of the situation, and Vegas will never let that many people win that much money. Connor then told me that McGregor was 87% the favorite, and that's where all of the bets were on, or 87% of the bets were on McGregor winning. So when I saw that, I was like, that's not a good thing.
You got to stop betting with your head and with your heart. You got to stop betting with any logic whatsoever. Oh, yeah. Sorry. You got to stop betting with any logic. If you think that...
We're being the least audio professional at all in this fucking episode, but
What do you mean?
I just think it's funny that we fucked with our mic arms and then fucking got up, closed the door. I don't know. Continue.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
What were we saying?
I was saying you got to stop thinking that you know more than Vegas, If you think that your bet makes sense, it's because it probably doesn't, and Vegas knows more than you. They know something. They know something that you don't.
That's why I
of-
think I would
of
like
sports.
to do. It might be really expensive, but it would be so fun to just the first round of March Madness, just bet on every game based off a coin flip, or
That
even
might do better than
or even do you take the underdog every game. That's the one time that would probably work out, though, because March Madness, the amount of pressure that is on in that tournament, the impossible becomes possible.
Yeah.
During March Madness.
All I know is when we made March Madness brackets like freshman year, maybe sophomore year of high school,
Mm-hmm.
and
I did it all 4 years, but I wasn't paying attention for half of them.
yeah, I was crushing it one year, and I was like, I have never watched a single college basketball game in my life.
Me too. In junior or senior year, I fucking picked the Final Four perfectly
Oh, really?
with the correct winner. I just didn't have a perfect bracket, so I didn't get to win the like $250 50 or the $2 million that Warren
Is it
Buffett.
a billion? I think it's like 2 billion.
Warren Buffett, it's $2 billion.
I think it's $2
Yeah,
billion.
because I know he's just like the odds are so stacked against you that
Yeah.
and no one's won it
he's like,
since
there's no
he's
way.
been doing this for like 10 years and no one has won it.
Yeah,
I
because
think.
there's a 0% chance. I mean, virtually.
You have a better chance of winning the lottery, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know.
Speaking of which, dude, one guy won it.
the Billy.
One guy. I mean, not really the Billy, more like the 400 mil E, which is still a lot.
Well, probably like the 100 mil because the options they give you. You know the yeah.
Uh-uh.
So the way it works is they'll go, hey, you just won the Powerball for $1 billion, let's say. They'll go, we can either give that to you over like 30 years or we'll give you like 100 million today. And then you still pay taxes on that. So like you get the option to where you get the full amount paid out over time or you get a lesser amount today.
30. Wait, sorry, $1 billion over 30 years. What is that? per
I don't
year?
know. I don't know if it's over 30. It's over multiple years though.
Okay.
Is the point? Is that's how the lottery works?
Huh.
Is
I
they'll
don't
do
know.
it. They give you the option.
I think I'd do the over years, just because it's like I could just blow the first
Well,
one. live
it
my life
makes
as
sense
normal
from
and still have-
their point of. And first off, I'm pretty sure no one has taken it over years.
What?
I think every single person has taken just give it to me now.
That's so.
Think
dumb.
about who plays and
Yeah,
wins
no,
the
I
lottery.
guess you're
though.
right. I guess you're right. People who really need cash now.
It's never that much though. I mean, still think about that. If you're getting that much fucking money over, it doesn't even matter how many years. That's still a lot of money that you don't have to work for.
No, I'm with you. I just mean like if I need cash now, it's like if I'm.
I mean, call
about
JG Wentworth. I mean,
JG Wentworth.
just
Oh my
kidding.
god. It's
that's actually how you play
now.
the lottery. You just call JG Wentworth 877 cash. Okay, this is not a free ad. They are not paying us.
No. That was
Sponsor
such
us.
a good commercial, by the way.
I know.
Just me and Connor have been talking about like good commercials recently, and like that's up there, like high up there.
You know what was good at one point, but now it makes me suicidal? Liberty Mutual commercials.
Dude, yeah, no, I agree.
Like-
first of all, the emu is not good.
Yeah, no, it's not even that. It's just the slogan, and I'm not even gonna say it because everyone is saying it in their head right now.
What? I don't know it. A family company?
No, Liberty.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah. No, that's not what.
Yeah.
That's not what I hate. I just hate how bad their commercials
I fantasize every time I hear that of just loading a slug in a shotgun. Just,
Dude, speaking of bad commercials, have you seen the pure hatred towards the Grubhub family?
yes, and I hate that commercial. And
I've never
Blake
seen it.
fucking loves that commercial and that song.
Oh.
Blake loves that
I
song.
have seen him do the
so
dance.
He sent us the song. He was
What?
like he sent us a song one day, or he sent us the name of it, and then I would go, Blake, just send the actual song.
That was the song?
And Connor was like, did you listen to the song? And I go, no. And then he was just like, this is the song. And I was
Oh my god.
like, fuck.
I've never actually seen the commercial. I've only ever seen the one where it's like it's a family sitting around a table and then they go and then like the food pops up and they're like, "Oh, that commercial sucks too." That's like
Grubhub
YouTube one, though.
had a funny commercial, but the current one that's running where it's like the animated family that like
Yeah, yeah.
dances, that one's horrible.
Horrible.
I hate that one so much.
I've heard a lot about the Whole Foods or Kroger commercials or something. We don't have Kroger
I've never
here.
seen a Kroger commercial. Probably
Yeah, 'cause
because
we don't have it here.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
have a Kroger.
But like
I wish we
apparently
had Publix here. No, that's
Yeah, me
unrelated.
too. Apparently like Kroger has had this big campaign where it's a similar thing. It's like this animated family, and people hate it. People hate both of the animated families for some reason.
Damn.
I'm not a huge. I really don't like the Grubhub one.
I bet you wish they did GitHub commercials.
GitHub commercials. No.
Only you would like that.
Yeah, you're on YouTube and you're like watching. I don't know, Jake Paul.
No, I mean, imagine if they had GitHub commercials during like NFL games.
Yeah,
like,
that's
how
what I'm thinking.
funny.
Just like the most random thing. You're watching like Jake Paul on YouTube, and it's like GitHub. You get all your source code in one convenient
GitHub
place.
wonders why they're still running at a loss. It's because they're putting their marketing dollars in all of the
Yeah.
wrong places.
It's just the Super Bowl, and it's like GitHub.
Everyone's like, oh, I wonder what. That was why I was like, I thought GoDaddy on the Super Bowl was like not right at all.
Yeah, a little weird.
I was like, maybe like
Yeah.
Wix or Squarespace, but not GoDaddy.
I fucking hate GoDaddy, by the way.
Oh, I hate GoDaddy too. We don't use GoDaddy.
I still have a
You know what
GoDaddy
GoDaddy
account,
did
but-
that really just made them successful?
What?
They did one cool ad campaign that was super sexual, and then they just bought every other like hosting company and domain company out there. They just bought so many of them that they were just like, hey, we're like one of the biggest now, so you kind of got to use us.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I try to not use them as much as possible because they're just so scummy. So scummy. On like everything. It's like
Like how? Explain.
they're just it's not like a I don't know, just so many hidden fees and so many like, you know, things that it's like, oh, I didn't realize that I was actually paying for this anyway, and then it's like you're locked into super long contracts with a bunch of other hidden fees. I'm like, dude, no. Just I want hosting for one website. I don't need
You do your hosting through there?
No, sorry. I need a domain. I need one domain.
I think you can buy domains through Bluehost now, so you might want to look into that.
I usually use Namecheap. This
We
is
used-
an ad for Namecheap.
We
It's
used
not.
domains priced right, which
Yeah, I like them
GoDaddy
too.
owns, but they still do everything themselves, so they're still a lot more transparent and
Yeah.
stuff. It's just their own by GoDaddy.
What's super annoying, which we're finally just abusing, GoDaddy, if you have an account and have already bought a domain, all domains are like $10 or something like that. But if you're a new account and you don't have a domain, your first domain, if it's like not super nice, it's like $1 for a year. So we
Yeah.
just make a new account and buy a domain because we're like, fuck you, GoDaddy.
Love that.
Yeah. That's our response to, you know, GoDaddy's
Fuck
scummy.
you,
Yeah,
GoDaddy.
fuck you, GoDaddy. Anyway, I don't use them anymore. I use Namecheap and we host on Netlify. I love Netlify. It's free hosting. Kind of. It's actually not hosting. It's I don't know. Yeah. Anyway.
Alrighty, so I thought the best way to wrap up talking about domain hosting
Yeah.
is to get really political and offend everyone. So here we go. No, so we're late on this because of just our recording schedule as of late. But did you see that Kamala Harris and Joe Budden, Cameron Harris, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris made a inaugural playlist.
No, I did not
for
see
the
that.
inauguration, and I was kind of surprised by some of the people that made it on.
First of all, I
here.
just want to say it's a little cringe, but okay.
Yes, okay, true, and also I don't want to say that it's like obviously he's old as shit and she's significantly younger than him, so it's like you can kind of tell who picked which one.
Yeah.
Because like the first song on there is a Code of the Friend song. First off, I was like, go him.
Wow, okay.
It's Lupita's interlude. I don't know if you remember that. But then there's Come Together by the Internet. So I was like, oh, that's still
Okay.
really good. But then it goes
Not
to
so cringe, not so cringe.
Average White Band and then Bruce Springsteen are the next two songs. So it's like, okay, I know who picked the first two and who picked the second two. But Now or Never by Kendrick Lamar and Mary J. Blige on there. That is one of, I think, the most underrated Kendrick songs
Yeah, I don't know that song.
ever. It's one of the bonus tracks on Good Kid, Mad City. But
I've
it's
heard it, but I don't remember.
oh,
it
it's
then.
so good. So there was that. Blue World by Mac Miller.
Oh, banger.
I was like, hell yeah. Let's see. Award Tour by A Tribe Called Quest. That one was
Okay.
great. There's Run to the Sun by Nerd, or N-E-R-D.
I don't know if I know that song.
But it's still by Nerd. I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
Do you know?
okay.
who's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Coffin Nails by MF Doom. Part of me was just like, did they do
Just
this because he
shout
just
out.
died?
Yeah,
Or-
probably. You know, just a little shout out.
Which is also kind of fucked because he was born in the UK, but he moved to New York when he was like really young. And like he became famous, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, you're not like you don't have citizenship here." So they like fucking kicked him out, and that's why he stopped coming here is because he was
Wow.
like, "Fuck the US, they handled this horribly."
Oh.
So I'm just gonna stay in the UK and not try and get citizenship. So,
Okay.
which is also why he kind of not fell off, but like why his presence was removed because he
Yeah.
couldn't like tour here.
Right, that makes sense.
Eternal Light with the Free Nationals. I thought that was I was
Cool.
like, ooh, let's go. Let's see. Levitating, Dua Lipa. Let's see. Oh, Let It Happen by Tame Impala. I was like, that's a banger. I'd love to see them walk out to the just boom, 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 boom. Major Lazer song, Higher Love, Kygo and Whitney Houston. Thought that one was kind of
It's
like,
quite eclectic.
I know. Well, there's a lot more, obviously, but
Actually, it's really not that eclectic. It's
Well,
just
there's,
some
like-
good music.
yeah, there's Earth, Wind, and Fire, Stevie Wonder, Vampire Weekend, Find Your Way Back by Beyonce. I don't know if you know that song.
No,
I don't know.
I've never heard that. I listened to a lot of Beyonce, and I don't know that song.
Gotta Give It Up by Marvin Gaye, and then Good Days by SZA. So I was like, that was pretty diverse.
Pretty good. It's a
so-
pretty good playlist. Never mind. Sorry for the hate.
With that, I mean, there's a lot of other stuff on there, but I was like, I have never heard of these songs. So
Okay.
I'm assuming most of you haven't either, unless you're like David Gruner.
Yeah.
But with that, I was going to say, what songs would be on your inaugural playlist if you were, or when you're president? Because, you know,
Yeah.
we're running
my
next year.
dream. Yeah, it's my dream. My dream is to be president. Fun fact.
Should we do it as we're both running and this is our thing?
Yeah.
Or is it like we're Prez and VP?
Yeah.
What is our inaugural playlist?
Yeah, you can be president. I'll be vice president. It's our inaugural.
So the
playlist.
first song is obviously the Function intro or the Function theme song by
True.
Enrique Reinero and Anderson Powers.
True. Yeah, that'll be our intro thing. You know, we walk into that.
I think our second song is that Lil Yachty type beat we made like 5 years ago on FL Studios.
Oh
when we were bored.
I think
Seriously though, I don't know.
what's like cultural to us? You know, like what's like kind of defines.
We would
our-
be walking
our
out
friend-
to a good ass intro. That's for
True.
sure. That
Yeah.
is like the most
because
us
it would be a
thing.
good ass intro to a
Even
good 4
better
years,
than
to a fun 4 years.
I feel like that's the only song I think that would fit. That has to be the first song on the playlist.
Yeah.
Like that fits us perfectly.
Yeah. I feel like we have the function intro is kind of like an interlude thing. I'm not sure what happens at an inauguration.
Or that can
I
be
gotta
like,
honest.
yeah. I mean, neither do I.
I think our walkout song is important.
I
though.
only watched the 2016 one because they put it on every TV in Catholic High.
Oh yeah.
And it just happened to be during lunch, so I watched it. But no, I've never watched an inauguration.
What is the John Cena theme song? that you've
Oh,
been
we
listening
watched
to so much?
to the time is now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just
definitely.
walk up to like the judge or whoever you put your hand on the Bible and you just fucking suplex him. And his name is John Cena.
John Cena walks out. He's our only cabinet member.
John Cena's our Secretary of Defense because you cannot see him. Jokes.
Nice one.
So
Nice one,
I think that if we want to like mix it up genre wise and like time wise, I feel like Brandy could be on there.
That'd be
I feel
sick.
like we both enjoy that.
I'd like,
and we
yeah,
both-
it's a good song. Oh, I think we need to have Everything Changes. Sorry, not Everything Changes. What is the song called? Time Marches On by Tracy Adkins. Hold on.
we would need a Drake song on there. I don't know which one though.
Yeah, it's Tracy Adkins. I think. Nope, I'm crazy. Whatever. I don't know who it's by. Doesn't matter.
First off, I don't even know if we do a specific song, but I think we would have to have Nav would be there, and when
for
we
sure.
give our speeches, he would just be going yeah, and just doing like Nav ad libs in the back during our speech.
That'd be sick. I think we need. What? Oh man, like what's a? Oh wait, doesn't Drake have like a? Diplomatic Immunity.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yes,
there we go.
Definitely
kind of
yes.
topical, you know.
Yeah, diplomatic immunity, which means that we will not be impeached, or
Yes.
we will beat the record, and we will be impeached multiple times, or
yeah.
more than two.
Yeah,
now.
3 or 4 maybe.
Can you impeach a VP, or would I get
Well,
impeached and then you take
then I
office
get
and then you get impeached? Okay, cool.
So you'd have to get impeached.
3 times,
3
and then
times.
they'll get me out, and then
Yeah.
you. Okay, that works. We're gonna be great presidents.
Yeah, fun ones. I think we're gonna be fun presidents. We're gonna be like, you cannot spend the entire defense budget on what
On
you call
Ice
the
Country.
greatest party of all time.
Instead of Ice Town, it's Ice
Yeah,
Country.
Ice Country.
I don't know. What other songs can we do?
I think. So Time Marches On. The reason that I like that one, it's a country song, but the reason I want it is because when I was in high school, when I was a freshman year of high school, I was like, I don't know, I had real high hopes. I was like, I'm gonna be valedictorian. There's no chance I won't. I wasn't even close, but
I feel like you could have been if you
tried a lot harder.
Okay,
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
mind.
If you tried a lot harder, you could have too. Anyone could, if they tried really hard. But
Which
you
is
know,
sad to say because our valedictorian did not try that hard.
Didn't try hard at all, which sucks.
I know, because
Sucks for the rest of us.
salutatory and tried very
Very hard. Yeah.
Continue though.
Shout out to Andrew Ford and Matt Burton.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had planned my speech freshman year, and I was this was my plan. I was gonna say at the end of it, throughout my time at Catholic Chicago Bears, the only thing, one thing that I've learned is that is from whoever sings the song, Tracy Atkins, maybe, I don't know. The only thing that stays the same is everything changes. Everything changes. That's how I was gonna say it in the speech. It was gonna be fucking hilarious. And then I grew up and I was like, that wouldn't have been that funny.
I do know one song that we would do. I think is our first order, just for the inside joke. For those who know us, Colin's family has a camp in Leeville, and we like to go there and get absolutely blasted out of our minds and do stupid shit. Well, I think the first order that we should do, it would also be on there, is we're changing the national anthem to courtesy of the red, white, and blue, and then we're changing the nation's capital to Leeville.
Yes, I definitely think that would work.
So yeah. I definitely think that's on there, but I can't. This would take too long, so I'm just gonna move on from there. Unless you have any final songs you would add.
No absolute bangers that come to mind, but those are good. I think it's a pretty good list, pretty good starting point.
I think we should have the Ultimate Showdown on there just to prove to everyone that we're not crazy and that song was actually big.
It was huge.
Okay, drop in the comments below if you know what we're talking about.
What Ultimate Showdown is.
Know the Ultimate Showdown.
It's a song. It's a YouTube. It was a song on YouTube.
Yes,
and it was a banger, and people don't believe that it was a huge thing.
And they deserve to have, what is it, Chuck Norris crush their head between his thighs.
Between his thighs, yeah. I think that song is why everyone thought Chuck Norris was dead. You know?
Because
do you remember like that whole Mandela effect in middle school when everyone's like, Chuck Norris is dead?
I thought that's been like a thing where the internet is just very famous for being like, this person's been dead forever and they're actually just alive.
Yeah, but I feel like Chuck Norris is like one of the ones that has, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like
Dodgeball is the reason why I knew he was alive, because Vince Vaughn at the end, because they like vote for him or whatever, he's like, thank you, Chuck Norris, and he's just like, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess, but yeah, anyway, so I guess the next thing I want to talk about is I finally found the first thing on TikTok that it's like the first content that is I actually enjoy watching, and it's because it's oddly satisfying, which I know you like oddly satisfying things.
Wait, first, just really quick, I kind of want to have some ideas for TikTok content that I kind of want to do. We'll talk about
TikToks
it after.
are so hard to make.
Why?
I've tried to make two that I thought were fucking hilarious. One of them was going to be like, it was like the first person dies from the COVID vaccine, and then it was just the dude with the giant black dick. And how I got everyone.
Absolutely got us.
Like I sent in a group chat, and like 4 different people were like, fuck, I can't believe I got it.
Yeah, I got owned.
But I was going to make one on that because I did all the screenshots or whatever, and I was going to have it to where like my head blocked his dick so it could still go on, and it was going to be funny.
It's going to be the, you know, like, or the
no, I was going to do the ladies and gentlemen, we got him, and it was just going to be like, bump, 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 and it was going to be like the ear rape version with like all the people being like, fuck, you got me or whatever. But no, I've tried twice, and the last one I spent, no joke, 40 minutes on it, and I still didn't put it out because I was like, I still can't get this to work, and I've already wasted so much time.
Damn.
I'm walking away. But also other background, the oddly satisfying compilations that you used to see on YouTube. Anytime we'd watch those with Colin would for every video go, wow,
so
that's oddly satisfying.
So odd how satisfying that is.
Just say that over and over again.
It's so oddly satisfying.
But no, resin pyramid TikTok.
Huh?
So this account has like fucking 1 million followers or something crazy like that. Literally just, first off, smart business model that it's just doing time lapses and just like videos of the shit you make on Etsy and then just having your Etsy link.
Oh, dude, yeah. Seeing that kind of stuff.
That's what it is. It's basically cool.
Just do your business and video it.
It's cool, like art done, and like the big thing is it's like the really popular one was like it's a resin pyramid with like dolphins in it, and it looks like it's got like a cool little like ocean theme, but it's like it looks like a glass pyramid, but it's also a lamp. So like you can turn it and like it'll light up. It looks so fucking
It's
awesome.
also a speaker.
And it's super. That would be sick.
And it's also a microwave.
But no, it's super satisfying to watch. She'll just like pour all these different colored layers of resin, and just like put the outer layer of resin, I guess, on it. I don't know if it's all resin, but it's so satisfying to watch it. And she just like peels it off, and it's just like,
I can imagine
all these pretty colors.
Have you seen like the thick paint guy?
Thick paint guy.
Thick paint guy. He like puts like fucking globs.
First off, if
of
that's
paint.
not his name, that's
Thick paint.
If he's not just at
two
thick
Cs.
paint guy on TikTok.
Paint guy. Yeah, no. So he puts like globs of paint on a canvas and just like kind of pushes it all around. It's like oh man. So it's all like very textured
That's
and whatever.
Oddly satisfying.
It's so oddly satisfying. And like he just mixes them like that, and so it'll be like 3 inches thick of paint, and people are like, how long does it take to dry? He's like, about a month. He's like, I just leave it there for a month.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that's insane. But hell, that'll work. I mean, Jackson Pollock got famous for just splattering paint.
True. Coordinated splatters.
Do you want to hear my dream?
I do want to hear about your dream.
Was
it funny?
It was kind of, but it was just interesting, and you were in it, so it was like, oh, let's just talk about it since. So we had to go for some reason from your house to the boat was at your house, and your dad was like, take it to this place that was like right by, I think it was like, take it to Blue Bayou or take it to Clay's house.
Okay.
And I don't know, first off, have you played Super Mario Galaxy?
A little bit.
Do you remember the level where you're like surfing and it's literally just like a glass like lane with like water?
No, I don't think so.
That's what it was like. It was like we're just on I-10 and one lane is just water and we're just riding a boat just down I-10. And we go all the way to Leeville just for you to be like, oh, we didn't actually need to go here because we already have the boat, as you can see, because we're riding in it. And then you make a turn, and then next thing I know, we're going up the Mississippi, and we like come. It's not, looking back, it's not really exciting. I just wanted to mention it on here, but it was just like you like whip it around the wake zone, and just like we hardly miss it. I fly off. You have to get me back in. And we just go down the same thing. For some reason, all of the interstates have just a lane where you can just drive boats.
I think that would be cool. I think they should do that.
But it's not even like it's like next to it. It's like the same width as a lane on the interstate.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good
and
idea.
We're driving it, and next thing you know, I'm like, we go under the overpass of I-10, and we're just like, and then it's just like Blue Bayou right there, and I'm like, Colin, we just spent 4 hours doing all this when it takes us 30 minutes to get, or 20 minutes to get here. What the fuck? And then I woke up.
Did I tell you about my motorcycle dream?
No, but I want to talk about that. So go on.
I had a dream like 2 nights ago that I sold my motorcycle and bought 2 more. And they were fucking badass. And I was like, and I woke up and I'm like, I want to get like a really nice one.
Ooh, is that whenever you decided how you were just like, yeah, I think I want to sell it and then get a cool one?
No, that was, I think it happened because I thought that, but it happened for sure because we pulled into the CC's parking lot, and there's a Ducati and there was 2 Ducatis, and I was like, that's fucking sick. And so I Googled them, but they were both like 40 grand.
Is that how much they are?
I was like a nice one. I mean, you can get a cheap one for like 20. But
I guess that's a lot for a motorcycle.
Yeah, a lot for a thing that you that can't really carry very many people, can't really carry much stuff. You have
how much
to work
does the
on
BMW
sometimes.
ones?
I have no idea. I don't think they stopped making them. I think.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they're gonna make a new model, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not super into motorcycles. I don't really know, but.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not in a biker gang?
I don't know, dude. Wait, what? What do you mean?
Sunday, I was driving back from here to the house, the function, and no joke, fucking 50 people on dirt bikes were driving down Lee.
What?
And
on dirt bikes?
On fucking dirt bikes, and there were 2 guys on ATVs. They were all doing wheelies and fucking tricks, and I was like, I'm gonna murder some people here
It's
because
like classic New Orleans type stuff.
I know. I was like, this is like shit you see on Canal Street.
Yeah.
Not Lee Drive.
Yeah.
On
in
fucking
Baton
Sunday
Rouge.
at 4 p.m.
Right.
And I
people
was
are
like,
at church.
okay, cool. This is fine. Well, for those who don't know, this is a main road, but it's 2 lanes, so it
It's the worst
sucks.
main road.
It sucks because it's 2 lanes.
Yeah.
One on either side. Well, you turn off of it right before it goes to 2 lanes. To go to our house from this direction, there's like a middle
We
turn
just
lane.
doxing ourselves. It doesn't really matter.
Who cares?
Yeah, who
Most of the
cares?
people who listen to this know where we live anyway
Yeah.
and have been to our house.
Yeah.
The
If
other
you wanna
people
come
have
fucking
been on the
murder us,
podcast.
come.
Yeah, come. We have a collapsible baton and 3 machetes, so get ready to get wrecked.
Or just pick them up and kill us with them.
That too.
Yeah.
They don't know how dull it is, even though they just heard me say it. So I'm like, okay, cool. This will be fine. I can get off this road. They've all passed. No. There's a convoy of vehicles with their hazard lights on just driving down the middle of Lee Drive.
What?
They're just driving in the middle lane that people use to turn.
Yeah.
Or even they were coming from like the River Road.
Was it
And
was it
they
a
were
funeral?
driving. No, it's not a funeral because I was like, there's no police. There's no
Yeah.
police escorting them.
It's just people with their hazards on?
Following the motorcycle trail, driving. Okay, think about this. It still goes in 2 lanes. They're going into the oncoming lane
Yeah.
to pass people
What?
to the drive in the middle. And I was just like, I really hope this might sound bad, but I was like, I really hope the police shoot some people because like, you should not fucking do that. That's just.
Someone just runs into all of them?
Yeah, I was like, don't drive into the other lane. It'd be different if it was like maybe 1 car because it was like, that person's an asshole. It was like 10 cars following 50 fucking dirt bikes. Like, It was
Jesus.
the most ridiculous thing I have ever
That
seen.
is what
I also hope people don't get murdered. That was a joke. Please don't cancel me.
that is crazy.
But yeah, I was like, this is insane. So then I was like, oh, Colin, I thought it'd be funny. That was my segue into this. I was going to be like, Colin, are you in a motorcycle gang? Because I saw one.
Oh man, about to hop on. I don't know, sounds kind of fun. No, that's so stupid. Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Not Lee.
Go on River Road
Yeah.
where no one's at.
Yeah.
And then you can also go 80 miles an hour and murder each other
Right.
by running into oncoming traffic every once in however many miles.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was ridiculous. So I figured I'd say that.
Traffic, you know.
So, yeah, it's a sad time for Louisiana sports. I
Yeah.
just want to say that.
Yeah.
You know when
Well-
LSU basketball is like the best thing going for you? That's not very good.
Poirier won. You know.
Yeah, he didn't even claim Louisiana.
He did at the end.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's fighting out in Florida, but he did say,
Okay.
shout out to Lafayette, Louisiana. And I was
Okay,
like, we're all like,
good for
"Woo."
him. Okay, yeah, I missed that.
Okay, yeah,
I
you
went,
were already
I went on my
outside.
depression. Which, first off, I need to do that more often. Not actually, because, but I got some gold memes out of there. If you saw our Twitter after,
Oh, yeah.
I felt like I was on fire with the meme game.
Pain memes,
But-
you know.
I guess it makes sense. He has a hot sauce. That's like his thing. He's like, oh, I'm bringing Louisiana flavoring in my own hot sauce to.
I didn't know that.
We should try it. We should try it when we do our own Hot Ones thing.
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
keep saying we're gonna do.
That would be fun.
But fuck, what were we just?
You said Louisiana sports sucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, when basketball is good.
Yeah, Pelicans do a really good job of starting off, but they cannot close. Every game I've seen, they've like been up by like 35 in the first quarter or something crazy. They'll like destroy them in the first quarter, and then the team will just come back and win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, LSU football, we didn't even go to a bowl game. This
Yeah.
might be like the first time in like our lifetime we
Pretty
haven't
tough.
gone to a bowl game.
It was
I
pretty
mean,
tough.
think about this. Think about how crazy it is. Also,
the
that it's
season
like
doesn't count,
LSU.
first of all.
First off, how lucky and crazy it is that LSU has 4 national titles, and 3 of them were in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Like, how fucking awesome is that? Like,
Yeah.
we have been in a golden era of LSU football.
True.
Um,
Except that everyone got the fuck out of Dodge as soon as we won. So every time. So
yeah,
kinda
I guess
sucks.
that's true. But I mean, I'll still take it. We're still better than most other teams.
That's true.
It'd be different if we were like fucking It'd be better, or it'd be worse if we were like this year every year. Normally it's like we're pretty good, or sometimes we'll be really good, but we can't catch a break, aka we can't beat Bama.
Yeah.
But there's that. The Saints, though, that was rough.
That was rough. That sucks. Yeah. Man, we could have taken it all the way, but
I didn't think Drew wanted it bad enough.
they needed to put in Jameis early in that game.
Needed it as, what is it, PFT or Big Cat said, the Jameis revenge tour, because it was the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, they really did. I mean, they needed to switch him out. Like, it's not like he's bad. He just wasn't, he wasn't on his game. That one game, sure.
Yeah.
Like, take him out. You got another really good quarterback to back him up. So
Did you watch the, not another really good, but another.
pretty good.
Did you watch the AFC Championship?
No.
Okay. I don't know what happened. I was really hoping the Bills were going to win, mainly for Josh Allen's sake, but especially because what I saw, it was Josh Allen got sacked for 23 yards, and then the next play ran the ball 23 yards and got them back, and then they punted the ball, and then the ball just hit the Chiefs' arm, rolled, and the Bills recovered it in the end zone. So I was like, oh, yeah, they got this. And then I found out the Chiefs fucking won.
I'm a big Chiefs fan, to be fair.
Yeah, I know.
So.
Well, I mean, I'm like, okay, go Clyde. But I'm also like,
No,
hey,
I've been a Chiefs fan ever since.
you have been a Chiefs fan since they were like kind of ass. And you were like, oh, I'll be a Chiefs fan now.
Yeah. Well, okay, here's the thing. What's nice about my situation is I'm a fan of like 7 different teams. So as long as one of them is in, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean,
Browns,
I guess.
Big fan. Chiefs, big fan.
You
Cowboys,
were a Browns
kind of,
fan before they were good. You were
Yeah.
a Browns fan that I think the year they went like 1-13 or something like that.
when I found out that they hadn't won a game in 26 games or something like that.
That's when you became a
Yeah,
fan?
I was like, oh yeah, I'm a big fan of the Browns.
So I'm also like go Clyde, but also I'm at the point that I've also switched. I saw somebody else like famous did this. They were like, I grew up hating Tom Brady, and now I realize he's fucking 43 and is actually a GOAT. So now I'm just kind of like, just let Brady win as many rings as he possibly can, as long as he's still playing.
I'm just like, let him win because he's gonna retire after the next one. Get him out of the.
No,
get him out.
I was saying, let him play as long as he wins championships.
No, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
Also, but honestly, this season, people are still making excuses this season. They're like, oh, he's been getting carried by his defense. Oh, whatever. But to be fair, he did switch teams just to prove to people that he wasn't getting carried, and he's still kicking ass.
Yeah,
So
I mean, he's in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Not with the team that has brought him to the Super Bowl 6 times. More than 6 times.
I've decided officially for everyone else, as a person, as an outsider looking in, Tom Brady's the GOAT. That's that.
Yeah, well,
It's
first off,
decided.
I
He's
was
not
also
assistant
like,
QB.
okay, let him play till he's 48. Hear me out. He has 6 rings. He wins the next 5 Super Bowls in a row, to where he has to get one of his rings fitted for his cock, so that he
dick ring.
so that he can have all 10 and then just one on his cock. Even though that's what they did, is they
And he
when he won
picture on Instagram.
well,
that's
when
like
he won
his final
when
thing.
he won the 6th one, the joke they did was it was like this, and then they just drew in like MS Paint his cock with like the 6th one on. But no, I mean, I'd like him to just win as many as he can until then. But switching it up.
But he has to switch teams every time. Come to the Saints
How
for
hard
one
would
year,
that would be so sick. It'd be different if he first off, I wish he did that every time. Imagine if this man literally went and got traded to a different team every time he won a Super Bowl.
That would be amazing.
And then still won that many.
He'd have to be the greatest of all time. People would have to accept that he's the best ever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
it's
actually
not
want
close.
somebody to do that now.
Yeah, I think he should do that. Leave the Bucks.
So Peaky Blinders season 6.
What about? I
Did
see
you
you
hear
have this
this?
written.
Did you hear about any of this?
Nope, not at all.
So due to the delay in filming,
Yeah, they just started.
this will be the last season.
No,
But they have confirmed that they're going to do a movie
oh, that's sick.
post season 6 and a spin-off series.
Oh, cool.
So
Who's the spinoff series about?
they haven't disclosed that yet because they haven't
Gotcha.
decided. But I think it's mostly because Cillian Murphy's kind of done, and especially because they had to extend it. They
Right.
want to make sure. I think he's just gonna like. I mean, the reason he's doing the movie probably is because he's committing to like the fact that so many people like the character and he's doing it for the fans.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure he wants to do bigger things. You know, like not that Peaky Blinders is not big, but you know.
Well, I mean, it's done. I mean, it wasn't even on BBC's main like channel. It was on their like second one. But then like after this season 4, I think is whenever it really like popped off and they like moved it to BBC One.
Yeah, I need to. I haven't finished season 5. I think
you haven't?
No, I think I'm like halfway through season 5 and I just never finished.
Oh my god, you need to do that before you go on to finish Attack on Titan.
No, I have to finish Attack on Titan now.
Dude, you have me hooked now. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I was like,
it's
God
very
damn it.
good.
I need to finish.
You should. Also, the person like Captain Levi, you know, like
the legend.
Yeah, just you need to see his backstory before you like, because he's sick. He's just such a good show.
Have you watched any since?
Yeah, so we watched
because the reason I was saying is that's how you commit to a show is when you watch it for 6 hours and you're thrown in it. You're like, okay, I'm committed now.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a really good show.
Yeah, you got to start from the beginning. And
I get it now though.
Oh man,
I don't know if I'm gonna start from the beginning.
You don't necessarily.
I'm probably just gonna pick up where y'all left off.
Yeah, yeah.
Or where I left off watching with y'all.
Right. Yeah, because you kind of have a lot of the backstory.
Oh, and then we can talk about it.
Wait, what?
Then we can talk about it and claim we're an anime podcast.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Ooh, which, the week after this is recording, we've got the anime and K-pop legend who's going to be premiering. So more on that. But anyway, yeah, continue.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, we're the last episode we ended on. Oh, it was on Sunday. So the thing about this fucking show is every single episode ends with "to be continued," and it's like this huge cliffhanger. Every episode for 50-something episodes. I mean, like that's what episode we're on. We're like 50-something.
39. No, 43 was the last one I watched.
Okay, so I think we're on like 51. So every single episode has this crazy cliffhanger at the end where someone's about to die or something crazy shit's about to happen. So me and Lily on Sunday we're like, let's watch 2 episodes and then we're gonna go do homework at a coffee shop. And so we said let's watch 1. So we watched the first one and we're like, oh, you know, we'll watch one more. The next one, fucking like a very important character is like about to die. Like they show something that may be him dying, and we're like, and Lily's like, no, we gotta go do homework. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm just doing homework, thinking about it the entire time. Like
you're just watching it on the other screen. Just
yeah,
like
right.
Hoping Lily doesn't notice.
So I still don't know what happened to him, but we'll see.
So I want to talk about this because this was fucking insane. Have you been following GameStop?
Yes, I have. Also BlackBerry. They're about to do it to BlackBerry, I think.
Okay, it's been happening. So for those who don't know, Wall Street Bets is a subreddit of finance memes, investing memes, and it has really become. They first started making waves why they were the ones who were like pushing Tesla stock up so much, and they also were behind like Bitcoin kind of resurging, I think. Partly. But recently they've been accused of being a pump and dump scandal, or which basically means, I mean, that's what Jordan Belfort and them did.
No, I know, but like that was like a company, you know? This is just a bunch of people. Unrelated.
I mean, yes and no, but I mean, if you're driving a community to do stuff, I mean, you're kind of like doing it. Like if you're doing it, if you buy it, you could. I mean, think about this: the moderators could buy a stock, get a bunch of people to pitch it in Wall Street Bets, drive up the price they sell, and then they're like, "Hey, this shit."
Yeah, I mean, but like, if you make it look organic.
Okay, but they also made it private recently, and you have to be invited to join, and I cannot find how to invite people, so it's that looks more sus.
Yeah,
it'd be different if it was still open and anyone can join, but there's that. But anyway, their 2 most recent targets have been GameStop and BlackBerry. I want to argue BlackBerry, while it is probably stupid high, they have been trying to pivot to cybersecurity, and they have been doing, like, I looked at investing in BlackBerry like 2 years ago, and they were making valuable acquisitions, and they were making right moves to try and make a comeback. So I was like, okay, there's something here. GameStop, on the other hand, has been like, hey, it's still 1995, right? This business model will work in 2021.
Yeah.
Sure. No, they still have nothing but shitty leases and inventory, and especially when Steam exists and it's so much easier to just buy stuff off of I mean, no one buys physical games anymore.
Right.
So there's no fucking need for GameStop.
I think
It's not like something different as like Macy's. It's not like you can digitally download clothing.
right.
I mean, you can still order online, but sometimes, I mean, it's different. You want to see how it fits. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I still get the point of that.
You want to go look through things, you know.
Yeah. GameStop, on the other hand, especially with like Microsoft Game Pass being out and like stuff like that, that just completely further defeats the purpose of it.
Right.
Well, I don't know. Did you follow it yesterday?
Yeah. A
Yeah,
little bit.
it opened, or it was trading up 50% pre-market, and it peaked. So 2 weeks ago, it was $19 a share, and it peaked yesterday at $155 a share.
The guy made $11 million yesterday, off of a $50,000 I think investment.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So,
But he was in like before, like he had already had a bunch of money in it.
the reason I'm saying this is, first off, I think it's funny that I'm not gonna say that because that's a little too mean. So so my boss, I told my boss this, and he was like, "That's ridiculous. That idea has a third copy of chromosome 21." But he was like, "That's so stupid," and he was just like, "How the hell would you short this?" So I was like, "Oh, why don't you just buy put options on it?" And he was just like, "Okay, good call." So he buys put options on it, stupid low. And at this point, the price is only going up. I pitched this to him when it was 115 when we got out of this meeting, and then I'm watching, and by the time I get to my desk after like talking a little bit after, it's at 130.
Jesus.
And then it keeps going up, and I was just like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun," because he bought a bunch of put options at. So first off, he doesn't have time on his side because they expire on Friday. They expire when this
it's
episode.
already back to 70.
They expire. That's where I was going.
Oh, okay.
He bought them when it was between 130 and 155.
Yeah.
And it closed at $70.
Yeah.
And so his options are up 600%, and he's
Cool.
on them for a day. They're still out of the money, but he basically was like, "Hey, you got me in this trade. You need to get me out." So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. That'll be fun. But I just think that's hilarious that he's got that return in one day.
That's hilarious.
So
Matthew made $100 yesterday
off of it.
Off of GameStop.
Did he buy calls on it going up, or
I
did
have no idea. No, yeah, he put it in at like 70 the day before, I think.
Okay, that's a good call. But yeah, no, that was crazy. That's still fucking crazy, and there's no fucking there's no way. If it went up to 19 from 19 to 155 in 2 weeks, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back down within, because there's no fucking way that they have any fundamentals standing as a company.
No, 100% no. It's just Wall Street Bets.
That's literally why. Like, I was like, okay, BlackBerry makes a little sense. Even like they were just like, oh, the amount of people that lost money shorting Tesla. It's like, yeah, but like I still believe in the vision of Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla is a good company, and so it's
just not profitable. That's it.
Right, but it's like
it still has really good assets
probably.
and really good IP. Its IP is fucking huge.
Right.
But yeah, I thought that was just fucking crazy, and I didn't know if you followed it or not.
Yeah, I did. It was so funny. Matthew said he was watching it. He was like, it was going up $3 a second while I was watching it. I'm like, Jesus,
that's crazy.
Yeah. I have to go pee really quick.
Do you want to just wrap it up?
We can wrap it up. Yeah.
Well, I guess we can push some of this. I guess we'll talk about our 2021 goals in February.
Yeah.
Because we pushed this back like 3 episodes now. So
it's top of the list too.
Yeah,
we still
stay tuned to that. I guess we won't talk about a child's birthday party.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Sadie.
Happy birthday, Sadie. I hope you enjoy the $37 present that I got you.
Hope you enjoyed the ukulele that I got you.
And I hope you enjoyed the lots of money that Blake got you from his bets.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll link everything below. Make sure to go subscribe. Make sure to go. I want to give a big shout out to Jack. Jack was our first supporter on Anchor. You can subscribe and support us for only 99 cents a month, which is fucking nothing. So Yeah, you know those kids in Africa that you can feed? You can
also-
feed us for way less.
Yeah,
So
you can
do
feed
that.
us like
99 cents a
a
month.
cup of ramen.
Yeah. So we would really appreciate if y'all did that. So it'll be it's anchor.fm/thefunction. I'll link it below. But feel free to subscribe and support us financially so we can keep doing this. Keep giving you great content that you love, like standing up and getting mic stands and blowing your nose and
Yeah,
pissing.
things like that.
And we've got an excited guest next week, so make sure you look out for that. Make sure to share this with everyone you know. Subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us fucking everywhere, and we will see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.